Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another historical humans heritage. And on today's episode, we are looking at the Huanglong Scenic and Historic Interest Area located in China, which is situated in the northwest of the Sichuan province. The Huanglong Valley is made up of snow-capped peaks as well as Chinese glaciers. And it has a quite unique environment as well as history associated with it.
Yeah. Now, most of the discussion with UNESCO is going to focus on the environment because that has sort of the most elements to it, and is a big part of why UNESCO has officially classified this as a natural World Heritage Site as opposed to a historic one. So we're going to be going a little bit around into sort of how nature shapes people
I also love
instead of
how
being.
vague it is too. Of historic interest area, you'll be interested in the history that occurred, but it's not specific.
Yep, China has redacted everything. It's just like government censorship jokes.
Now we will never be allowed in the Democratic People's Republic of China.
That's okay. They're like country number 80 on my escape to list.
Escape to or escape from?
I
Which
ain't telling. But anyway, this this landscape is home to a number of waterfalls, hot springs, unique limestone and mountain formations, as well as a few very endangered animals like the giant panda and the golden snub-nosed monkey,
the fact
which
that
a
they have
lot of
pandas is incredible.
yeah, this is a panda environment. And so yeah, we're going to Panda Land for this.
It's interesting though because this area covers 60,000 hectares in total within the Mishan Mountains and has hot springs, limestone formations, and has snow capped peaks that raise from 1,700 meters up to 5,558. So, very, very tall mountains, all things considered.
Yeah, and the reason why this area is a considered a historic interest area as well as just environmental one is actually because of how beautiful the environment is. Um, this holds a very special place in Ming Dynasty spiritualism. Uh, yeah, particularly I believe the Taoist tradition holds this area as being a sacred site, and there are a number of temples in the vicinity, none of which are shown on the UNESCO page, unfortunately, as it focuses primarily on the diverse array of beautiful landscapes that resulted in this area attaining religious significance.
It is pretty cool because it is pretty much entirely surrounded on three sides by the massive peaks, and that the mouth of the valley controls access. Um,
Yep.
Outside of the buffer zone, there's seasonal stock grazing by nomadic Tibetan pastoralists, but the impacts are limited. But it basically maintains all of its aesthetic importance from the formations, the waterfalls, the limestone. Uh, they basically will they do limit tourist impacts in the areas as well because they go through a massive a strict a strict management system as well as a zoning system that basically protects all of the ecosystems and scenery and prevents the numbers from getting out of hand.
Yeah, and to understand just how much organization goes into maintaining and preserving this environment, there are over 20 departments responsible for overseeing this area, and they range in service from net natural protections to scientific research to long-term planning. They have entire departments just dedicated to individual aspects of this area. Uh, there's been a heavy investment in it by China since about 2006, uh, with its formation of a new administrative structure for the World Heritage Site. It's it's pretty massive how much goes into it.
Well, and then on top of it, it is a national park and is protected by national and local laws and regulations. Of the regulations include the Environment Protection Law, the Law of China on the Protection of Wildlife, Regulation on National Park in China, Sichuan Provincial Regulation on World Heritage Protection, promulgated in 2004, and Regulation on Implementing Sichuan Provincial Regulation on World Heritage Protection, which ensure long-term management and conservation of the property, which is incredible. You love to see when they have their protections in place. And in 2006, the administrative structure of the Huanglong World Heritage Property was established. That
Yeah,
consists of 20 different departments and all work together to make sure management of the park is efficient and well taken care of.
yeah. If there's one thing every iteration of the Chinese government has excelled at, it is administrative bureaucracy.
Hmm.
They understand how to compartmentalize and organize people very very well, and it's very nice to see that that skill set be applied to something as unique and you know universally valuable as this.
And pretty much one of the biggest threats to the site right now is the growing number of tourists, which
Yeah,
they do have a master plan in place, as well as a scenic planning standard for better protection and utilization of the property. And it basically mandates strict observance of the laws and effective science based management, environmental, social, and economic sustainable development. So they really do have a lot of aspects in place for the site to be preserved and for it to maintain its authenticity. And it's kind of cool because being in America, you don't oftentimes hear all about how national park systems work in other countries or the protections that go into it.
yeah,
And this is
yeah.
quite.
As you can as you can see, it is rather extensive, and from
it's,
the views, it's very much worth it.
it makes me think of like Yellowstone almost with the bright blue pools, the tall mountains, the hot springs, the just the general aesthetic. And it's kind of cool that they're entirely across the country from each other or across the world, different
Yeah,
countries, and
yeah,
still has very similar looks and aesthetics.
yeah. Although I will guarantee that I would be willing to bet money that Huanglong here is far more hospitable than Yellowstone.
Well,
Like Yellowstone is lethal.
you guys let us know what you think down below. And I think that's a great point for us to wrap up today's episode. Thank you for watching. Let us know your thoughts down below. And we'll see you in the next one.